Do we have time for me to give a little one? I was thinking that to whenever that line of thought of not being ashamed and not being afraid and not being intimidated, and it's as someone said that it can be easy to do, and I thought, I think I'm old enough now, naturally and spiritually, that it doesn't bother me at all to pray anywhere. I don't care if I'm in the middle of a restaurant. I mean, I'm not ashamed at all to pray for the Lord. And sometimes that comes with age and just experience, and stuff like that. But I thought that song, I love him. And whenever Brother Martin was talking about the reason that from the time he was a child until today, he has such a love for the Lord, such a relationship with him, that you don't even think about even trying to go one day without the Lord. And that it's just a song is, I never want to wake up in the morning without Jesus. I can't even imagine facing anything out here without Jesus. And I tell you, it is Jesus that gives all of our adoration, our love, our praise. And we used to sing songs, He's precious to me. He's precious. And I don't even remember exactly what was said or who said it, but at this meeting, it was just brought out to me exactly how precious He is. What a treasure that we have found. And through all of these different steps and phases of grace and of climbing up higher. And there's just so many things. If somebody will say something and you think, I think you said that, and you said, that's a little more of that grace coming up higher. And the Lord, He is just amazing. But I'll give just a little bit about what happened down there with me. I'll tell y'all what I said. Not tell you what I said, but tell you that I wasn't even comfortable about going to a sister's meeting, because we've just always been, Brother Martin, and I don't know about everybody else. I think y'all feel the very same thing, but us sisters, we testify, we share our hearts, but we don't get together and have our own meetings and stuff. And I've never, back years ago, they actually taught against it, And so, anyway, I was trying to make up my mind if I was going to go to the sisters' meeting or just stay, And Brother Martin said, well, it's up to you. And so I decided to go, and felt like I should go. Do you know what happened to me? That night, we went to church. It was an open meeting. And Sister Rodriguez, now this was Tuesday night. The sisters' meeting was starting Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And she said, Sister Martin, I want you to speak. I was just flabbergasted, because I don't do that. I testify, but I don't speak in places. So I was very nervous about it, long story short. And every time I told her the next day, I said, Sister, I don't have anything. And she said, the Lord will give you something. And then the next day, again, we got there at the deal, and a sister met me at the door, and I want you to do me a favor. And I thought she's going to ask me to sing. And I just kind of went, with my face, and she said, I'm not going to ask you to sing. I said, okay. She said, I just want you to sit up there on the first or second row. And I thought, well, I can do that. I never thought anything about it. But then Sister Rodriguez got up and announced in front of everybody that she wanted me to speak. And I was scared. I was scared to death. I didn't know what to do. This is more of that leaning on God and trusting in God, because, Sister Kristen, that's who we are. That's who we are. Brother Martin pounded it into my head years ago. If you're asked to do something, do it. And he pounded it into the kids. If you're asked to testify, you don't say, oh, I don't have anything. He said, you do it. So I thought, that was what was in me. I knew I had to do it, but I didn't know what to say. And I'm just saying, I talked to Brother Martin, was in the meetings, and Brother Martin, I called him and was talking to you, and I said, I said, I don't have anything to say. And he said, Mom, you have a lot to say. He said, give your testimony, or if you felt like giving your testimony. And so I couldn't get anything else. I didn't know. I didn't really know. Anyway, the Lord, I got up first that last Friday. I got up first before anybody else because I didn't want to chicken out. I wanted to make sure that I did. And I started from the time I was young, how God touched me, all the way through and where I am today. And God helped me. I was so nervous. And Sister, she just kept saying, God will help you. God will give you something. God will give you something. And I thought, well, that's easy for you to say, you know. But the Lord helped me with my testimony. And I felt like he gave me the right testimony. I don't know, but it felt right. It felt right. And it did touch. It felt like it blessed, and it did help different ones. But through that time, I'm just saying what we're saying today, that God helps us at times, even on our jobs, no matter where we are in places. That is part of letting your light shine, is by things that you don't want to do. And you just, I don't know how to explain to anybody, but I was scared. I was shaking so hard, but I knew God was going to help me. I just have that confidence in the Lord. And I thought, there was something I kept reading in the Bible the other day, and he would talk whenever the children of Israel, he would always point them back to when they were brought out of Egypt. And he would point them back how he delivered them out of Egypt, you know. And I thought that our testimony is where to me, I don't know, I felt from the time God saved my soul and how that he delivered me back years ago. And it's a continuation. He's still delivering us. He's still, I just felt that, because I told Brother Martin there, I said, if anything at all, if anything happens, it will be God, because I couldn't do it. I just, within myself, I don't know about anybody else, but I feel weak within myself. And I appreciate God for giving that, for helping through that deal. And I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that God aided that situation, because I sure wasn't comfortable with it. And like Sister Kristen said, that and different ones, you are a light wherever you go. And everywhere we go, we are shining a light. And he said that, how did he say that? When a man lights a candle, it said he lights a candle and puts it under a bushel. And I thought, oh, my Lord, don't let me put it under a bushel. And don't let me feel intimidated or afraid, because that's our job, is to talk about the Lord. And I feel like that.